Today I'm suggesting some gifts to give yourself. Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Wherever you happen to be watching or listening to this, make sure you hit the subscribe or follow button so you don't miss any future episodes like this one, where we're talking about giving gifts to ourselves. Are you ready? Let's get started. Now, we're releasing this into the world at the holiday season, like on Christmas Eve. But this is really not just a holiday message. I mean, it is kind of how I came up with this idea for this episode, but this isn't really holiday themed exactly. But whenever it is, we often give gifts to other people, right? And that's wonderful. But sometimes we need to give gifts to ourselves as well. Now, if you want a new phone, or you want to take a trip, or you want to buy some jewelry, that's great. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some other kinds of gifts that you could give yourself. Here's a short list. The gift of time. In our world today, we are busy. We've all got plenty of things on our list and on our calendar and all of those things, and yet all of us need some time. Maybe that time is for relaxation. Maybe that time is for exercise. Maybe that time is for reflection. I don't know what that time is for, but maybe the best gift you could give yourself is some time. Maybe what you want to do is give yourself the gift of a hobby. Now, maybe you have a hobby, but you never get around to it anymore. Maybe this goes back to our time gift. Or maybe you say, I really want a hobby. I'd like to have a hobby. Someday I'm going to retire. I'd like to have a hobby. Give yourself the gift of the exploration of what a hobby might be. Another way to express yourself, another way to find value and meaning and purpose in your life through a hobby. Maybe you want to give yourself the gift of learning. Now, as it turns out, the hobby could give you that gift, and so could the time give you that gift. But maybe the gift of learning for you might be something that you really want to get better at. So maybe it's taking a course, watching some other stuff online, a masterclass of some sort. Maybe it's reading a book, but the gift of learning. How about this gift? The gift of gratitude. Gratitude isn't something we do on Thanksgiving Day and then we move on. Gratitude is something that when we take the time to be aware of what is around us that we can be grateful for, good things happen. Why not give yourself the gift of gratitude? Two more really things on this list. Here's the next one, the gift of forgiveness. There's probably things in your life that maybe you regret or you wish you'd done differently, or maybe there's a relationship that went south or sideways because of something you feel you did and you're beating yourself up about it. Maybe what you need to do is give yourself the gift of forgiveness for yourself or of someone else. And lastly, and this is maybe related a little bit to forgiveness, and that's this, the gift of grace. As a human, you're a wonderful, magical, remarkable person. You're also messy, and you're also unpredictable, because that's what all of us are as humans. And so one of the gifts that maybe you need to give yourself is just the gift of grace. Now, this is just a partial list, but it's definitely a different list than a phone, a computer, a trip, or some jewelry, right? I hope that this is a useful list for you to think about. And I want you to give yourself a gift for the same reason you give gifts to others. We give gifts to others to do what? To show our love and appreciation for them. Why not do that for ourselves? Let me close with today's remarkable reminder. It is better to give than receive, but sometimes we need to give ourselves a present. Now, before you go, I hope that you will consider all those gifts I've suggested to you, but I also hope that you'll consider giving yourself a gift of my new book, which is Flexible Leadership. You can learn more about it, as well as get your copy and maybe even get some special gifts by going to kevineikenberry.com/flexible. Hope you'll do that. I look forward to seeing you here next week.